Lizzie Kelly, here we are at Upcott Cross in the pouring rain. It's freezing cold in May, and you just won the very last Arga race of the season on Rio Gael. Tell us how the race unravelled.
Well, I looked at the entries and I thought it was a very, very hot race, but when it was just myself and King of Alcatraz and Bryony Frostride, the Railway Vic that actually ran, I was probably more frightened of King of Alcatraz. It's known to be a good horse, and so it fell at the first.
So King of Alcatraz tipped up at the first fence, 2-1 on favourite. I guess that made things a bit easier for you.
Yeah, there's also a slight element of it's never really the race isn't won until you pass the post, so you almost worry more then because you've got less to worry about, if that makes sense. So you don't want to fall off or the horse to run out or anything like that. The horse behind me is not a bad horse by any stretch, so I still looked out for him, but got round and I was happy enough with the way he won.
And you had to lead and make your own running. That's quite tactical. How do you figure out if you're going fast enough?
I don't know. I suppose it's just riding horses every day. You get used to it. And I thought I was going an all right pace, so I wanted to make it a test of stamina rather than crawl and then sprint for the last half mile, because my lad isn't as fast as the other two. So I was happy enough with the pace I was going, and I just thought I'd wind it up as much as I need to.
The horse is 7 years old. He's won steeplechases, I believe, is it?
Yeah, that's right. He was trained by Peter Bowen, and I think they won 7 national hunt races with him.
Very good. And you've already ridden him to win this year?
Yeah, I rode him for the first time at the first Upcott in the ladies' race there. That he ran against Miss Midnight and Quiddalac, who were both proven point-to-pointers. So I was very pleased. I was very confident riding him today, knowing he'd beaten 2 horses of that calibre.
Now this is a right-handed track here in Devon. If the horse were to go to the final at Stratford over 3.5 miles left-handed, do you think he'd cope?
I think so. I think the ground probably wouldn't be an issue, because the ground here today was much softer than it was at Upcott, and he went at Upcott. He still was able, having gone a good pace today, to quicken away after the last. He could have gone quicker had I asked him, so I half think that yes, he probably could stay 3.5, but it's something I think you'd have to look into. You wouldn't want to take him somewhere and have him beaten. It would just be a shame, really. He's had such a good start pointing, but he's definitely got Hunter Chase win in him somewhere.
Now, Lizzie, tell us a little bit about you. Finally, what have you been up to? How many winners have you ridden?
This season I've ridden 7, 2 on the track, and in total I've ridden 22 today in my career. I ride for Nick and Jane Williams mainly, but I'm at uni, so I kind of tend to ride out for people up there as well.
Okay, which university are you at, and what are you studying?
Oh, Winchester, and I'm studying events management with a view to go into working at racecourses.
Ah, and what made you decide to pursue that career?
I'm really crazy over marketing, so like all the racing for change and promoting racing as a sport is something that's very important to me.
Lizzie, thanks for talking to us today in the pouring rain and freezing cold here at Upcott Cross, and hopefully we'll see you shining at Stratford in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, let's hope so.